What do you call a pony with a cough?
A pony saddle, pony.
A little horse.
Jeff Green was traded to the Celtics in the deal that sent Kendrick Perkins to Oklahoma City. For Green, adjusting to life in Boston has been an ongoing process.
It is fun to have him here, just to have a little company, especially in the new city. They help me, when we get lost. Yeah.
Not a lot of that in Oklahoma, right?
No, not at all. Oklahoma straight shot. No traffic.
Where we want to go.
If there's
a big building, you can see it. Okay, I follow.
It was nice, though. But now it's a little bit more complicated.
By coming from a younger team to come to a team with all this experience, that can't do that but help him down the line. Because I'm quite sure the little time he been, he done picked up so much. I see it in him.
They might be vets and getting close to the end of the road, but, I feel like they still have, at least 4 more years left. That's 4 more championships. It's a wonderful place to be at, when you got this kind of experience here.
He allows the Celtics to spread the floor, adds youth to this lineup. Jeff Green.
I tell you, they're looking at Green, and he's stepping up right now.
Green has gotten off to a good start with the Celtics, but crunch time still belongs to the veterans.
Celtics down 2.
Garnett comes out, sets the screen. Pierce got Kwame Brown on the switch. Pierce in the lane. Garnett the corner. Ray for the win. Charlotte beats the Celtics.
Ray Allen has made his share of game-winning shots, but the misses are what drive him.
You see guys walk in the gym and they kind of mess around and shoot. They're never game shots. So my warm-ups are free throws. That's where I work on my release. Shooting for me is not about my upper body. It's really about my lower body. So when I'm shooting the ball like I need to, I jump in this one motion. And I always know why I missed it. Short, legs, long, I'm aiming it. I always can tell right away. You gotta be able to turn your body and your feet at the same time and still come to your shot and be going up as if you were standing there. But being right-eye dominant, if I'm coming this way, all I had to do was see the basket from right here, and I could shoot it from like that. I don't have to turn all the way this way. If all those things are equal, then the guy that's guarding me is in for a long night. In for a long night.
Ray's reliance on routine has been his way of introducing order into his life.
I don't really have a hometown. People always ask me where I'm from, and I say, you tell me where you're from, and maybe I might match.
Alan's father was a welding technician in the Air Force, and the family's lifestyle was anything but predictable.
Growing up on a military base, after about 3-4 years that you lived on a base, you ended up moving. You could be in Missouri 1 3-year stint, and for the next 3 years you could be in Okinawa. I do remember making plenty of friends in sandboxes. I was a shy kid growing up, and it forced me to kind of reach outward. I would walk on the playground, and everybody was like, the new kid, come down here and play basketball. And that's how I got introduced. It was like the minute I got out there, that's where I spent all my time. Everything that I did was through basketball, and then the friends came along with it. Starting my 8th grade year, my dad got orders to go to South Carolina. I was devastated because these guys I just started playing basketball with, that was when I was really starting to latch on and draw roots.
Regardless of where he lived, basketball was a constant presence. His routines provided comfort and also developed his talent.
Boy, it's a good-looking group. David Stern. Steve Nash. Congratulations, guys. David Stern. Nice to meet you.
In the NBA, Allen was once again on the move, starting in Milwaukee and getting traded to Seattle. Though he couldn't control where he played, his regimen gave him confidence, and he knew his time would come.
I always said I'm on the losing team, but I'm not a loser. You know, every day I'm going to figure out how I can get better. Being the best player individually was all about the work that I put in every single day. It's those habits that I build every single day that make me who I am.
In 2007, Ray would make one more move. And in Boston, all his preparation paid off.
Every second, inching closer to banner 17. Ray Allen for three. The Celtics are dominating the Lakers in every way.
Another banner year in Boston. The Celtics are the 2008 NBA champions.
It's a great example of a guy not resting on his greatness and keeping his tools sharp. Ray Allen works and he does his job.
Okay, so you're saying by me coming back, you think I'm going to be open more?
Yes, I think you're going to be open more, or one of the bigs will be open.
He has all good habits. A lot of us, follow some of the things Ray does. I have to admit that I've watched Ray, and I try to emulate some of the things he does.
Oh, you doing me? That's how you doing me, dog. That's how you doing me.
Allen's remarkable career may have begun as a solitary pursuit, but now his focus is on sharing the experience.
He was the first person to reach out to me and welcome me to the Celtics.
Yeah, just roll me. We come back down, we got 5.
That's one guy who I really look up to, and it's like my mentor.
Show him how to do it, right?
He's going to help me out, and he's been there for me.
I want to be a part of a team that I can help win a championship. And so it is a community effort around here. That's why I definitely feel like my feet are starting to grow roots.
What you saying?
He said
he gonna get there.
I got abs right here.
I'm saying what you
Ray got abs right there.
That's what I get to eat. That's what I get to eat right here. I eat like a turtle on this team.
What a season Davis is in.
Doc Rivers has raved about Glenn Davis.
He's becoming the savior of this ball club, coming off the bench.
Without question.
With only 11 games remaining in the season, and after suffering through several injuries to their front court, the Celtics had come to depend on 4-year veteran Glenn Davis. But growing up in Louisiana, the only person he could depend on was himself.
When I was young, it was tough. I never knew my father, and my mom was one of those women that had to deal with a lot of demons. 2 weeks at a time, you don't see her, but you see her in the neighborhood, but you wonder why she doesn't come home. I didn't really know how to deal with it, so I kind of had to fend on my own, make ends meet as far as just survival.
Physically, Davis had appeared all grown up, but emotionally, he still had a long way to go. As a kid, that contradiction forged his identity.
I played football. I was always too big to play on the pee-wee level, so it was like I had to play the senior level. So I was the youngest guy, and my coach Earl was like, "You're a big baby. Stop acting like a big baby. Big baby, big baby." And literally, like, a month later, everything just transformed. Like people from everywhere were just calling me that.
The nickname followed him to the basketball court, where he became a star in high school.
Number 1, baby, number 1, yeah!
And as a sophomore at LSU, he led his team to the Final Four. But when it came time for the NBA, he was just another rookie, joining an experienced group led by a demanding coach.
Doc, he's always been tough from day one. My rookie year, Detroit game, I scored like 20 points.
If ever a guy played a heck of a game, it's this kid right here.
He was like, "Let's see if you can do it again." I looked at it at the time like, man, he's tough. I never can do enough for him.
Baby! Get out and look more!
Doc's up in your face, telling it like it is, straight point blank.
So get out and look more.
And I don't think Baby knew how to take a guy like Doc.
You got to know personnel. You're running up to a driver. You should have came, sat down, and been ready to guard.
He told me what I didn't do, what I needed to do, what I needed to keep doing. And he didn't tell me in any nice way, you know. And I was kind of depressed about that.
During a game in his second season, Davis's frustration spilled out onto the court.
Baby was already upset. He was already having his issues, and he had a meltdown. I told him, you're on TV and everybody's seeing it. Go in the back or just, cover your face.
And now Davis down at the end with a towel on his head.
He didn't have the ability to grow up in private like all of us do. He had to grow up in front of Celtic Nation. And that's not easy for a young kid.
The following season, Davis was involved in an off-court altercation, causing him to miss the first 27 games. But this time, he wasn't the only one affected.
Last year, he got in trouble because he punched the guy and broke his hand. It hurt our team. And I told him that this summer. It probably hurt us all the way through Game 7 because we needed guys to play more minutes while he was out.
Then, last summer, an event took place that forced him to take a deeper look at himself. There was another baby in the Davis household.
It changes your life in so many ways. You can't do what a 25-year-old would do, with a child, So I'm kind of, instead of 25, I'm like 30, 35. You just gotta think differently as far as what you do and how you do it. Bless you. When I had to come to realization that I'm playing with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rondo, guys that are all-stars.
This is all-out hustle.
I had to swallow my ego and create a new identity for myself.
Big Baby gets the turning point and then some. It brings his teammates up off the bench and everybody in the building.
Baby now, I think, holds himself accountable himself for his actions. Now, Baby works extremely hard. Probably works 3-4 times as hard as he did when he was a rookie.
Doc told me this: who sacrificed their body the most? A chicken or a pig? A chicken lays eggs, yeah, but a pig sacrifices his whole body. So be a pig. That's the way I look at it. Be a pig.
Glenn Davis clearly leads the NBA in taking charges and takes pride in them.
And I was like, what can I do for the betterment of the team? And taking charges was one of the things that I knew I could do.
Big Baby draws the charge again.
It hurts. It really does.
Davis shaking up on the play.
It wears on your body.
Big Baby continues to give up his body.
Oh, man, I feel like I ran into a brick wall.
He's just turned into a terrific player for us. He's had a tremendous attitude, team attitude. Our record is where it's at because Glenn Davis is on our basketball team.
I've come a long way. And to be here, to be playing for the Boston Celtics, I can be thankful for what God has given me now. I'm still working to be a better man, to be a better person. But now I can hold my head high